Sorry to who, me or him? Now say something.
Hello?
Speaker off.
You hear me?
Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, that's better.
Sorry.
You're sorry. Thanks for trying. All right, it's the Randcast. I don't know. We're in the 170s. What's going on, Casey?
Not much. Just hanging out here at the house. Got over my illness from earlier this week.
Honest to God, I could not have gone to work 2 days later.
Dude, it was, and the worst thing is, like you just can't eat anything. So it seems like it lasts longer because your body's just so deprived of nutrients,
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was miserable there I feel better now, but like I said, I couldn't eat for 2 days.
I just remember being that sick on the road and having to work 8 nights in a row.
Yeah, that's terrible, huh?
Yeah, the one where I was when I was working 15 times a week, I don't remember getting sick then. I don't know if I could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you do with sleep?
I don't know, man. It was off and on. Like I've slept a lot here the past couple days, but I had trouble sleeping. It was weird. I kind of napped when I could.
Why, the body ache? Did you have a hard time
Yeah.
breathing?
Yeah, I just wasn't sleeping that well.
Did you Advil up or Tylenol up?
I mean, I took a couple Tylenol, but that was about it.
How the fuck did you get through it?
Just had to.
Well, Sam is still sick. He's still feeling the effects. You had something different, man, because you vomited. I don't know what the hell happened to mine. The actual symptoms never really sunk in. I felt like I was going to violently vomit. Subconsciously, I was able to block that out.
Yeah.
But I never really had the head and chest heaviness that I usually get. Just horrible body ache and then extreme exhaustion from said body ache. And like you said, no appetite.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't no problem in my head. It was just all my gut and body and then just fatigue.
Did you have diarrhea? Cha-cha-cha?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You always have diarrhea, cha-cha-cha, though. So that must not have been any different.
Yeah, but this was hot water.
So for you listeners and for Ish. I sold that 30 seconds after.
Yeah. Are we on a day or?
Listen, I got a food tip for you and the loyal Randcast listeners. That's an oxymoron. Banquet came out with a high protein fucking meal. What happened? Your light keeps dimming. Are you fucking with something? It doesn't matter. I guess we're gonna put what the hell? Look at what is going on here. It looks like a light show. It looks like Metallica.
It's one of those. Yeah, I just had to
Tighten the bulb.
tighten the bulb.
Does Marlene have a clapper?
Huh?
Does Mary Lee have a clapper? A clapper.
No clapper.
Clap on, clap off, the clapper. Anyway, Banquet is up their food game, man. They've got this mastachol and meatballs with like 38 grams of protein in it.
Wow.
And it's really good. I had it last night. I tried it. They're giving these other high protein frozen food fuckers a run for their money. Very good meal. The problem is it smelled like a petting zoo in here after. I was farting my brains out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was bad. But wow, it probably won't happen to normal people. I'm more like, I don't know, something's wrong inside there. But it was real good, man. It had like almost, like I said, 35, 38 grams of protein.
Are these new meals? Are they new?
They're new.
Made by Banquet?
Banquet, yeah, it's a single serving microwavable oven. You got the choice.
Oh, okay.
Now, my thing is, I fucking hate any kind of red meat in the microwave.
Yeah, me too.
No, man, the way they got their meatballs in there, you don't even know it was fucking mic'd.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really good, Casey.
I'll look into that.
And since it's new, they're coming in lower than the rest of the high protein, high fiber frozen foods.
Oh, okay.
So how do you like that? I don't hear Briscoe and Bradshaw or Cornette turn you guys on to how to eat cheap in the 2-2.
Yeah, I know. That's good information that anyone can use.
Yeah, there's other flavors, but I just fucked around with the mastachol, you know?
Yeah.
It was not bad. Banquet dinners really aren't that bad.
Oh, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest, but as far as frozen foods go, it probably is, like the veal parmesan, the chicken parmesan, you know?
Yeah, no, it's good.
But this stuff is not so bad for you in the protein plus 5 grams of soluble fiber.
That's important.
Yeah, I'm cleaned out, man. I'm good to go today. I've had a colon cleanse, and my colon has been cleansed. I thought a colon cleanse was a massage. So, like I said, Sam is still sick. But the upside is at least the little prick's communicating.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, where it was supposed to be for Sam's title, Brandon Campbell versus Shamshay versus Jose Acosta El Guerrero, I think we're going to provide a little opportunity tomorrow. I was thinking about putting 0-6 against Brandon Campbell for the King of the Iron Man and see what 0-6 is made of.
Wow, let's see what he's made of.
And then fuck with old Jake Hazard against Jose, maybe put the belt on the line and see how old Jake Hazard does in a 2 out of 3 fall high tension situation like a title match.
Wow, talk about opportunity.
Good idea or no?
Yeah, what an opportunity. Talk about opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys hear this, I hope you hear this before tomorrow night, which tomorrow night would be the what? The 5th? The 4th?
Tomorrow would be the 4th.
Yeah, Saturday the 4th. Now, tonight's the 3rd. We're running 48 hours notice. We're taping wrestling tonight for that Twitch, the Twitch.
Tell them about that. Yeah, tell them about the Twitch.
The Twitch. We're fucking. Well, I don't think they're gonna get it in time. By the time you get this, Twitch is probably gonna be done. But we're fucking with the Twitch. Don't expect Twitch to be perfect. We're still like, this is definitely a beta stage because we're fucking with live. But I'm sure you can count on the match quality.
Right.
Which is always our shit anyway. At the end of the day, if you don't have match quality, you don't have shit. And you can ask all these indies that got us. So this one Jamoke, he's running Fox Lake tomorrow. And I know for a fact this guy charges, he used to try to get him to sell 20 tickets and he could do it for a while to get booked. But now what he does is he says, for $75, you can work my show. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, so he's running tomorrow night in Lake County, but that won't fuck with us. You know what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is that's why these guys have to pull those scams and guilt people into going and all that other shit just so they can run their once every 4 to 6 week tapings and act like wrestlers, They don't have any match quality, no storylines, And that brings me to a point. So this idiot, the fucking Moondog, just so everybody knows, I don't listen to this idiot bullshit, man. I've done a great job of unfollowing and not blocking of people on social media so I don't get to see that shit. But this fucking Moondog, whatever that silliness he does comes back to me anyway. And I'll tell people, la, 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 I'm not listening to you. but they keep talking, you know. So
Yeah.
he was on somebody's makeshift podcast. I don't know who, I didn't hear it, but he was going on about like bashing us because I was never taught those moves, man. Um, so, in a nutshell, from your standpoint, from my non-biased or probably not as biased as me standpoint, do you think that the Moondog was actually trained, fully trained?
Well, no. I mean, probably. I mean, I showed up right pretty much as he was leaving, so I don't know. That's hard for me to speak on because you were there for its entirety. He was only around for a month or two when I was there, so.
Well, here's what I wanted to say to you too: is that you showed up when he had his first match.
Oh, really?
Yes, and part of that reason was only because he vaguely resembled Rex or Spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't want to book that guy because he just wasn't ready. But he couldn't listen and he had zero clue whatsoever. But we baptized the idiot by fire. The only reason I fucked with him in the first place is because it's the first situation I've had with a non-binary, goofy type of scenario. Didn't know how to play that without coming off as me being prejudiced or sexist or phobic or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
But it backfired. The guy never had one decent match, didn't listen. Nothing he did in the ring made sense. Was no athlete whatsoever. But I just heard something along the lines of like he was fucking around at Chicago style wrestling, And that's just the work. They're working him for money and they're working him to sell tickets for whenever he's booked. And he'll do that, Got his family convinced that he's on. If he is or isn't, feel bad for me and come see me wrestle, live my dream, which is a fucking nightmare. But I just heard something where he's like, I learned me a enziguri tonight. In what fucking world does that non-athlete slob think he knows how to do an enziguri?
Yeah.
I'd love to see his enziguri, But aside from that, that's how this CSW shit is. Okay, tonight we're all going to learn the enziguri. Like, Casey, have you ever thrown an enziguri?
No, sir.
Yeah. How many years were you active? How many matches do you think you had?
I mean, I don't know. We talked about that before. Over 1,000.
And how 1,000 matches? Let me get this right. And you've never thrown an enziguri?
I never threw an enziguri.
You must not be a real wrestler.
No.
Let me ask you this question: why did it never occur to you to throw an enziguri?
Just wasn't never needed to.
Are you fully trained? Maybe you should go to CSW and they'll teach you an enziguri.
They can show me something.
Now,
they can.
I've thrown an enziguri or two on the fly.
Yeah.
Bill Dundee would catch my foot and say, okay, kick me in the back of the fucking head. I didn't even know it was an enziguri.
Right.
Yeah. In front of a real crowd with no friends, no family. People actually watched our TV and came to see me versus Billy Dundee.
First off, I felt like everybody did them, so that was always my biggest thing. Is I tried to not do things that other people were doing.
Yeah. Well, it used to be considered something special, and everybody does it, boys, girls, and now the Moondog thinks he's enziguri Moondogs,
Yeah, I never did. I mean, it's not that hard to do.
No, unless you're vertically fucking challenged like that idiot.
It's not difficult. I mean, but that was never my thing. I mean, I don't know about Moondog, but if that's the gimmick he's working, that's probably not something I would have in my repertoire. Just based on what are you supposed to be? Are you supposed to be a Moondog or what are you?
Yeah, the way
I would
train.
If it was me, I wouldn't work that way. That wouldn't be something I would do.
If everybody does the same fucking move, it's no longer fucking special.
Right, that too. that too.
Aside from that, though, the way we train is we try to get somebody ready and then put them out there a few minutes at a time in the best case scenario with somebody that can actually carry him. This guy couldn't be carried. He couldn't be carried. You could have put him out there with Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie couldn't have got a match out of this tard.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is like, go with God, motherfucker. I'd like to pretend you never happened, but keep your mouth shut. That's when I get upset. We tried to provide an opportunity for a guy that's an absolute oaf.
He was on a podcast.
I don't know. I think these two fans used to come to our shows, and the one is Lesbianic Crushing on Sky. So I think they have some sort of makeshift podcast that the 8 to 15 actual smarks in Chicago area that go to indie shit and like to create problems, or try to create problems, or believe they're part of a problem or an invasion or what do you call it when you're on strike? You're protesters, They're PPW protesters, even though they used to come to every one and suck our butts, They're like, don't. Sky would leave and go, I'm CSW now, come there, So then she would figure that to be part of her pre-sales to get booked there originally,
Right.
So they do that shit where they're like the anti-Rand and the anti-PPW and the anti, the Rand prison guys,
The Rand prison.
Yeah. Like the bottom line is Chubby Magoo, and I'm talking about the Moondog, wasn't to that point. The guy couldn't even get through the drills.
Yeah.
No athletic ability.
He needs to spend more time in Rand prison.
Oh my God, Rand prison. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
But, I just wanted to address that while I'm here. Have you watched any wrestling since we spoke last?
Yeah, what did I watch? Let me think here. I watched more of I haven't watched it. I haven't watched anything on TV, but I get a lot of the Briscoe brothers on my YouTube feed.
Are you home?
Yeah.
Or are you at some hot Latina's house?
I'm at home.
Bumping uglies. Pumping and a sweating.
The old pump and dump.
Me and your grandfather was colleagues. Next thing you know, he was on top of me in the shed, pumping and a sweating. All right, what's going on, Casey?
Not much. Are we live?
No, we're dead.
Well, that was a hell of an open. How the hell am I supposed to know?
Because this is what I do. This is how I roll.
All right. Pumping in a sweat.
Hey, remember this one? I'm the man on the street. Barry Lincoln. Are these two people having sex or working out in a weight room? Casey, there are no dumbbells in here, only my balls.
What about like Sandler's tape? That's not a thing anymore. Nobody would even buy something like that.
Oh, they would tear it apart too. They'd cancel the brother.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fatty Arbuckle, Stinky Thumbs Arbuckle. Remember Fatty Arbuckle?
Yeah. Oh man, that's great.
Netflix must not have heard that CD. What in the hell happened to me?
Yeah, probably not.
He's the king of Netflix right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got to be responsible for 25% of their customer base. That he's signed some deal with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When's our Netflix deal?
Oh, I don't know, man. The numbers just aren't right. I can't commit us.
Well, I asked you 5 minutes ago, how the hell are you, Casey?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
How come Luke would say, "Let's get to the meat of the potato"?
What? Say that again.
Luke would say, "Get to the meat of the potato, mate."
The meat of the potato. Mate, if I can get to the meat of the potato.
Remember that?
Yeah. Was he trying to say get to the meat and potatoes, or is he saying get to the meat and potato?
Yeah. He claims to not have had any collagen nor facelift, but I'll be goddamn, folks. Go to the Tales from the Territories about Portland, and you tell us. Luke looks my age.
You said he looks like Santa Claus.
He looks like that ain't no sheep herder, man. That's Luca Claus.
Yeah, Luca Claus.
On the island.
Sounds like a Czechoslovakian basketball player, Luca Claus.
He used to he's giving out Christmas hugs at the Comic-Cons, folks. So
Christmas hugs? Yeah. That's great. Like when you come to Comic-Con this year, all your favorites will be there. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, Brutus Beefcake, and Luca Claus. Folks, it is Bushwhacker Luke. Have your picture made with with Luke Williams as Santa Claus for only $5.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is on the island, for most of you won't know this, but they say, amigo, in Puerto Rico, we speak 3 languages: Puerto Rican Spanish, English, and Luke. Remember?
Yeah.
Tell them what would happen when we were pulling to town and we're looking for the building, and some poor, nicely dressed, clean-cut Puerto Rican kid is walking down the sidewalk. What would happen if Luke couldn't find the building?
Hey, how do you get to the cancha? He starts to speak Spanish. Cancha. Donde?
Well,
the cancha.
Well, I was there a couple of years after you then, because what he used to do is he wait, fucking pull over. And he'd open the window and say to this kid, English!
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. But then if they didn't, he would just, that's La Cancha. That's the building.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the La Cancha? Where's?
And he scared the shit out of them. He'd scared the shit out of these poor people.
Hey, English.
Oh.
English.
Luke is the man.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I just remember him. He would always go, La Cancha.
Dude, he was just the shit. You know?
Where's the building? They know what he's even referring to.
Well, that's the other thing. How many different buildings are there in each town?
What you talking about?
And the other thing is that's
the
proof, building. Yeah, plus that's proof positive that the business was going down if they didn't know where wrestling was that night.
Right.
You know? Oh, what a character. I know I'm a bet. What?
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You were doing an impression.
Yeah, I just said, yeah, where's the building? Wrestling.
I'm a better man for getting close to Luke Williams.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Better worker, too.
Oh, yeah, Luke's the shit, man.
Yeah.
Luke's the shit.
Mm-hmm. He's a funny guy, man. What about the posts that he has on pop culture secretly? Like, for example, I didn't give a rat's ass. I didn't judge it, but I could give a rat's ass about hip hop until living with Luke.
He knows all about it.
Dude,
I think that you get mad at us and we're listening to old music. Mate, why are you listening to that? You gotta be with, Snoop Dogg at the Holiday Inn.
Dude, he took that shit serious.
Yeah, I think that was just him trying to stay relevant.
Dude, that motherfucker would really bang that shit, though. He would bang it. Mate, listen to this. Listen to this.
Oh, mate.
The other thing, too, is I'll find these English movies. He loves them English gangster flicks, loves them. Lives and dies by them, can recite them. And I forget the name now, but it was a newer one. And I hit him up. I go, mate, I just watched You Gotta See. He goes, mate, that was 2 fucking years ago.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Hey, he likes. You've seen Snatch, mate. That's a good movie.
He'll watch that shit today, man.
Hey, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. You gotta see it, mate.
It's the prequel.
It's the prequel. Which it is. It's not. It's not the pre. It's not a prequel. It's a different movie with some of the same actors.
Yeah, man. He's the shit, though, Luke's the shit. On the island, too. Did you know that Luke was not considered a gringo?
Oh, he wasn't?
No, because I really tried to get to the root of this. I asked Savio and Miguelito. Miguel Perez, for those of you who don't know who Miguelito is, Miguel Perez Jr., Miguelito, he would say, because he is not from the States. He's not a gringo. I go, well, how can that be possible? He's fucking white. He sweats like we do. No gringo. I got stuff to do. Because he couldn't handle the stress, So then I go to Savio. He go, oh, brother, there's gringos, there's Puerto Ricans. He's just Luke. He's in a class of his own.
Oh.
He loved that island, though. He won't admit it now. He's been in Florida for, 10 years now?
Probably longer than that.
He misses the island. He loved it down there.
Yeah. Why'd he leave?
No money, motherfucker. No money.
Oh.
Why did so many Puerto Ricans leave? The money. There's no opportunity. I didn't want to accept it when we were there. The bottom line is they probably couldn't afford a wrestling ticket during that time.
Right.
The economy was so bad.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah. And then, I'd love to know on a being there and seeing it level how they are after all the bullshit that's happened to them since we've been there,
Yeah.
What did they have? They had the hurricane. And then some other real fucking tragedy with the economy. Just awful.
Yeah.
We're throwing money at the Ukraine. Why don't we throw money at the goddamn U.S. dependent? Look up the legal definition of dependent, fucking Biden.
Right.
Get him a new grid. Get him a new grid and give incentives for American businesses to go down there and create fucking jobs.
Yeah.
They're our cousins, man. They're basically citizens. They're citizens. The only thing they can't do is vote.
Yeah, they don't have to pay taxes either.
No, I believe they pay taxes, man. No, yeah, they do pay taxes, and they pay 7% sales tax.
I thought they didn't pay like we do.
They pay to some extent, but number two, though, they pay that sales tax, which goes to the United States, and that's for a 30 to 40 year ago Banco Popular scam where their governors stole the money, and they never recovered the money. They made a loan and got with all the dirty dealers down there, and that Banco Popular stole billions. And then they say to the Puerto Ricans, you got to pay it back anyway.
Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Dirty Deeds, Darren Wise?
Don't know if I have.
He was a manager from the East Coast who was in Memphis for a short time. He came down there managing Sweet Daddy Falcone.
Huh. I don't know.
And it was funny because even though they'd hear his name on TV, everybody refused to call him Dirty Deeds. Even Eddie Marlowe would go, Dirty Dealings.
Dirty dealings.
And it'd make the kid go crazy, You go, get this. I'm Dirty Deeds, sir.
You better get your affairs in order.
Basically.
And
so, I asked you 15 minutes ago now. How the hell are you, Casey? What have you been up to?
I've told you twice. I'm doing good.
I need more deets. I need more deets.
Third time. No, I'm fine. It's working a lot. I'm kind of tired, but that's about it. I don't have, I got 60 hours at the plant.
Are you chasing any tail in your off time?
No, man, I don't have much off time. I don't have any off time.
Okay.
Workouts have suffered. It sucks.
Workouts?
Yeah. I haven't been getting in. Well, though I was going for almost 2 years though. I didn't miss one. Like I didn't even take a week off.
Yeah, I'm not hating, man. It's fucking hard.
And now it'll probably be about a month where I'm just gonna be kind of sporadic. It's probably not the worst thing in the world,
No.
I was training pretty hard and didn't miss at all,
It's hard.
It's probably good for my body to kind of have a little time off,
That's how I am with sex. It's good for my penis.
To not have sex?
Yeah, to take some time off.
Yeah, well, you must be in really good shape then.
Yeah, man. My hymen grew back. But it's such a head trip. You see how stressed I get about it now?
Yeah, why do you get stressed about it?
The same reason you do. We talked about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't need no fucking performance anxiety on top of all my other anxieties,
Performance.
And if I have performance anxiety or not, I'm going to give it to myself because it's been so long.
Right.
So fuck it, man. The only thing that's missing for me right now is I wish if it was just 8 to 10 degrees warmer, I'd be out there fishing.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy out.
Yeah, that I need. That's the only time I think of snappy doos. Or have dreams, sex dreams, is when I'm not fishing.
Oh yeah, I know. Vivid sex dream.
Real vivid. But when I'm fishing, I swear I don't have them, especially when they're biting.
Right.
Catching fish for me, it's not the same endorphins as getting off, but it's close. It's enough to take the edge off of that. With my depression meds, which takes the edge off of that, at least it keeps me from doing stupid things.
Right.
If I wasn't on these depression meds, which kind of numb the sex drive, I would be more like, I got to get out there and see if this thing works. And then I would do stupid things,
Yeah.
But the other thing I want to say is that it's probably within the next year time to switch meds. So my shit works. Like I make sure it works. You know what I mean? It's just not, like I say, it's a little dulled enough to make me go, you probably shouldn't entertain this any longer, But what it does do is it doesn't kill the sex drive like extended testosterone use. It just puts it on the shelf.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like if I get a girlfriend, then I could switch to like something else, and then I can get it. Let's get it on.
Right.
Ba 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 boom, ba 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 boom. So, have you watched any wrestling?
I have not, unfortunately.
Okay.
Not this week. What about you?
Well, yeah, I've been watching. You know what I realized now on a wrestling level, and I'll stumble into these things. There's some great channels out there that carry this. I'm not going to say it's public domain, but it's treated like public domain from the local WWF TVs or WWWF TVs. Like the Philadelphia Spectrum had its own program, essentially, to pimp for the house show. And it obviously worked because they crammed that building. And the same goes for Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Like I think it was the Madison Square Garden Network even at one point, So they would always sell out the garden, always. And then they would show that shit, I believe, live in the area to keep the momentum going. But anyway, What I'm looking at is the 1985 crew. What outstanding fucking hands there were.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just from the get-go, I think that's the best that Johnny Rodz ever looked.
Oh, sure, yeah.
In the ring, body-wise, you know, that's the Johnny Rodz that I see that was a great could have been a great trainer, which he was a very good trainer.
Yeah.
But that's a lot different from the 1982 Johnny Rodz that he was handed, you know, Kevin Von Erich or Kurt Hennig, the Axis son, to work with, and they were fucking green, but refused to fucking give him anything because he had to put him over. You know what I mean?
Right.
I could see Rod's maturing mentally and physically over that course of 3 years, where he was just outstanding house show hand. You know, they may not have seen Johnny Rodz, folks, and you guys didn't get it then. And I think maybe it's like this now, but not like it was. So when you'd go out there, your top guys, they would do their 10 to 12 to 15 minutes unless they could be compelling for longer, you know. But Johnny would be out there in a house show and he would put in the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Johnny Rodz would be one of those guys. Who's another one? Jose Luis Rivera?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would go out there. And that was my job in Memphis. You know, that's the meat. That's what kept those people into it, kept them fucking ready and set the stage for the money drawing.
Right.
You know, the workhorsing. So anyway, Johnny Rodz versus Pete Sanchez was such a surprisingly fucking great match in '85, you know? Sweet Hansen was fucking beautiful passing the torch. For those of you that don't know, Sweet Hansen was about a believable motherfucker that drew so much money and wrestled for so long because he elongated that last 10 years off of his name, working with guys and putting him over. You'll get a chance to see it because I posted on the PPW training page, Case. But you've got to see Superstar Billy Graham rebranded against Sweet Hansen.
Okay.
It's fucking so compelling, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then an unbelievable, I mean, probably in my opinion, the most underrated fucking worker of my life, Don the Rock Morocco.
Oh, yeah.
People did not like to work with Pedro Morales. They didn't understand the Puerto Rican or Boricua mentality. But the bottom line to it is he had a great connection with those East Coast Puerto Ricans, and that was a ginormous market back then. Still is. But they sure loved wrestling when they would transplant to New York and New Jersey and all that shit. So at the end of the day, you want Morales to get over because you made more money. You know?
Right. So
guys would go out there and have shitty matches with him on purpose so they wouldn't have to work with him. You know? But here's fucking goddamn, and this is what I'm talking about, Don the Rock Morocco and him feuding for the Intercontinental belt, knowing that if I get this motherfucker over, the big checks keep coming for the night for this town.
Right.
It was just unbelievable. He worked with that guy. He basically did the job and walked away with the belt.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the other thing Vince doesn't do, and I've been saying it since 2006 at TNA, let's send one camera and one camera guy, a decent camera and a camera guy, to our house shows. Our house shows aren't drawing shit. What we got to do is once a month change the fucking X Division Championship at a house show. Watch those people come in.
Yeah.
Change the belt at the house show. The other thing was these people don't give a fuck collectively about the roster right now. However, if we took Sting off of every other TV and put him in our house shows and put him and advertise he's going to be at the Personal, he'll draw to come and get an autograph because they know this will be the last opportunity they have to do it. And Steve Borden never did it.
He didn't?
No, he never signed, man. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the kind of shit that killed TNA. that's the kind of shit that this dopey fucking Khan should be doing. But even Vince, if his house shows are struggling, which I don't know if they're struggling, but I believe they are a little bit, you know, you got to think of that kind of shit to draw, you know?
Right.
You know, and you're still drawing on your company's own merit.
Yeah.
You know? But what the fuck do I know, Casey, you son of a bitch? But yeah, they changed the belt on that house show, you know, the Intercontinental, which was great.
Yeah.
And then you had fucking Bob Backlund against Big John Studd.
Oh, really?
Now, on paper, you look at that match and you think it would be the shits, right?
Right.
Fucking unbelievable. You know, I hear some of these old timers that I do love with sour grapes against Backlund and talking about how he was no Bruno. Well, he didn't try to be Bruno. Oh, well, he didn't draw. Bullshit. Look at the gates. Look at the crowds at the Spectrum and MSG back then, you know?
Yeah.
They're shit talking. But Bob Backlund always went out there and did business, not for himself, but he did business for the fans and for the business. Him and John Studd is so compelling. Wait and see, man.
Okay.
You know? But that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Oh, and the motherfucking Samoans, Afa and Sika, bumped their dicks off for Tony Garea and Eddie Gilbert.
Really?
But the way Afa and Sika did it is in a way it makes sense because Eddie Gilbert came up to their navels. You know? So it just reaffirms to me this too, that all these assholes that say that shit doesn't get over anymore in the business say that are the motherfuckers that don't know how to work, so you wouldn't know.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
You know, you waste too much time watching the Instagram fucking high spots than you do learning how to tell a motherfucking compelling ass story.
Exactly. You're right. No, you're right. It's all storytelling.
No. The other thing is what when you watch this, you will get this, and I'm going to make mention of it, but I'm not going to go into full detail because I don't want to give shit up for free to assholes that think that they can train or that they paid $50 a week somewhere and all that shit. Or assholes that are working somewhere going, I'm the shits. What happened? I paid $7,500, you know.
I don't know what happened. I paid $7,500.
Jules Strongbow versus who the fuck did Jules Strongbow work now? Oh, man, he's on that 85 show. It'll come back to me. But when you watch this shit and that stigmata, which it comes from these indie tards that should be buying tickets rather than being in any kind of makeshift locker room about doing the quote unquote job, you know?